Hello everyone and welcome to a pull day. So we're here in the back room of Munster Pro. This is my third session of the week. First one being a leg session, second one being a push session, and a third one being a pull one. So we're starting off this workout with an exercise I haven't done in a long time. It's a seal row, but it's one of these exercises where you're forced to put your face into the padding. I don't know about you, but I don't think too many people are too inclined to clean up after their sweaty, probably spotty face has been plunged into the padding that my face is supposed to go into. Hence the hood. Pull it down over the forehead, no skin contact with the bench, which is obviously going to be a good thing for my skin because I've gone through my troubles with acne, with skin problems, and I ain't going there again. Without further ado, we're on set number 2. Let's get stuck in. Mission failed successfully. You take the skin off my back if you could. Explain for the 3 girls watching the channel why they should use lifting straps.
Because they help you lift heavier. Because sometimes if you've got a really heavy bar, your grip strength is going to give out before your legs do. And you need to be training to failure if you want the legs to grow. So if your hands are dropping the bar before your legs are getting tired, there's no point doing it.
And what's your thoughts on light weights for toning?
This doesn't work. You need to be lifting heavy. There's no point lifting a 20 kilogram barbell.
Heard it here first.
Sorry if that offends people.
When you say lift heavy, what are we talking here? What rep scheme? Should we cut the weight, do 12 reps, or are you talking more like 5, 6, 7, 8?
All of them will work, but if you're going for 12 reps, you're more likely to probably not be pushing yourself to failure, because by that point, well, after you get to about 8 reps, it starts to get hard. And yeah, the reps might be really hard, and then you give up thinking you've hit failure, but you actually haven't. Whereas if you're doing like 6 to 8 heavy reps, you're gonna know when you hit failure. A mix of both.
Perfect. That's a good point that you made there, because there's nothing wrong with light weights if you actually took light weights to failure. But the problem with doing light weights is that it's very unlikely that you'll genuinely hit failure. So
you get lactic acid, your muscles start to burn, and you get that lactic acid horrible burning feeling, and you think, oh, I can't do any more, it hurts so bad, but your muscles aren't actually failing, like you can go further. So like this is what I've been doing in my training recently. I used to do really heavy squats, and I'd have the safety bars out so that I would actually be failing, like physically not being able to get the bar up. So, and that worked really well for me because I knew I was failing. But if you're doing lighter weight, you can so easily cheat yourself, do 12 reps and think, oh, I couldn't have done a single one more, but really you can.
yeah, I always use the analogy, someone who's done a set of 20 reps of leg extensions knows exactly what I mean when I say that you can get very uncomfortable and want to stop the set long before you actually reach the point of failure. Bit sus. Anyone who follows me on TikTok knows how much I hate like fully grown men in the gym deriving their motivation from anime. But I think the universe is playing a sick joke on me because I was forced to listen to someone shouting about a Dragon King or something, some random SoundCloud mix. Shifu Tai Lung X Maru. So I assume anime came up on my playlist. Something that rather confuses me with respect to people's perception of how you should train on a bulk or how you should train on a cut is a lot of people seem to think as though they need a brand new training program for when they're cutting body fat compared to when they had a bulk or they were undergoing a bulk. I suppose this is where the logic where often you will see when people progress into a cut, they slash the weight that they're using, they massively increase the reps that they're doing because they think that the extra calories that they're burning or for whatever reason, they feel as though there's some added benefit to training in such a manner when you're on a cut. But your workouts, your gym workouts specifically, have got nothing to do with the fat that you're looking to lose. And you need to separate the concept of a gym workout from fat loss. What I mean by that is you let your calories, you let your exercise outside of the gym workouts, so like your steps, your cardio, you let that take care of the fat that you're looking to lose. But when it comes to the gym is for one thing and one thing only, and that is the growth, at least the maintenance of muscle mass and strength. But when you're in a bulk, obviously the growth of muscle mass and strength. So gym is specifically for your muscles, it's specifically for your strength. It's nothing got to do with fat loss. So as such, what built muscle in a bulk will keep it in a cut. So keep your programming the same.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
I got accused during the week of not knowing what I'm talking about simply because I have good genetics according to a particular individual. And what I find interesting about
that lens through which you look at things is the fact that all too often that can become a very self-fulfilling prophecy. You're not doing as well as you could be in the gym. You're not building as much muscle as you could. You're not looking as good as you could. All of a sudden, do you start telling yourself it's because you've inferior genetics, or is it because there's certain things that are wrong with your training, with your nutrition? So I don't dispute that I've good genetics. Maybe Abby just disputes that she has good genetics. But if you're looking at people who are in better shape than you and solely dismissing it to the fact that their genetics are better than yours, you're just never going to get anywhere. You're never going to progress.
And like, you just don't actually know someone's genetics. You're never going to actually know your muscle building genetics. So why are you telling yourself I have bad genetics? Like, when you actually physically don't know, so you may as well just try as hard as you can.
It's not something you can test for. It's not really something that you can quantify. And it's certainly something that you're never going to know what you're capable of unless you try. If you go into every situation thinking that you're genetically predisposed to not do as favorably as the next person, you're just not going to work as hard. Probably not the most conventional exercise in the world. You know, you do reach a point, kind of 10 years into doing bicep curls, where you get bored of bicep curls. Even if it's not the most effective exercise in the world, it's something that I do just for novelty more so than anything else. I would actually even go so far as to say it's a pretty shit exercise, but it's different. It's something I haven't done before. It's this type of experimentation that keeps me interested in coming to the gym. If you're 6 months into lifting and you've got fuck all of your muscle building potential achieved, I'd probably stray away from doing shit like this. But after 10 years of pretty much maximizing your genetic potential, I think you can afford yourself this luxury. Just back from the gym. I'm fucking starving. I can't be arsed to cook anything. So I robbed one of Abby's grenade Oreo bars while she's in the front room on a call. I'm gonna stick on one of these Muscle Food Carabana chickens and the pièce de résistance. Fucking taking the piss. I was gonna say a bagel, but Abby's eaten them all. We do have one from the toaster that was toasted at 7 o'clock this morning. For context, it's now 10 past 10. I could reheat it and stick it down my gob, but it may break my teeth. Update, we do in fact have one bagel left. I'm probably going to put my simp hat on because Abby has expressed that she is hungry and she's currently on a call right now, and I'm sure she's going to want breakfast afterwards. She'll probably like an egg bagel or something. See, these are the things that people don't tell you about getting a girlfriend. I lived 25 years of my life in blissful peace, eating what I wanted, when I wanted to, not having to give a fuck about anything or anyone else. And now here I am, passing up my last bagel because my girlfriend might want it. You'd take the skin off my back if you could. Another good man gone. Not bad for something that was toasted 3.5 hours ago. Fucking roasting. I got asked a question on a podcast last week about whether or not it annoys me about people accusing me of being a fake natty. My answer was that it doesn't annoy me from the perspective that people are discrediting work that I've put in. I don't really care, to be quite honest with you, and it's the same for anyone who's achieved success in any realm. You'll always have your detractors who will put that down to something other than your own hard work and endeavor, usually luck or favorable beginning circumstances. It doesn't piss me off from that perspective, but the perspective that it does piss me off from is the potential for those same detractors, if their voice is allowed to manifest to such a degree that it discourages individuals who are in a very similar situation to how I was 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, discourages them from putting in the effort, the work required to build themselves a fantastic physique. And that is the crux of the issue. It's why I talk about my natty status an awful lot, is to drown out those individuals and hence stop them from stunting the potential of individuals in a similar situation to me several years ago. Because if I had listened to people saying that your genetic ceiling is very limited, that what you can achieve as a natural lifter is very limited, and if you do want to build an impressive physique, you have to jump on steroids, well then I don't think I'd be in the situation that I'm in today, 10 years down the line, having a physique that I could barely have dreamed of when I was 1 year into lifting. So to the people who tell me to shut up talking about my natty status all the time, in the nicest way possible, go fuck yourself. And to finish off, the single strangest combination of palettes for meal number 1 is a grenade Oreo bar. So literally my bosh. My taste buds are discombobulating right now from the combination of a bagel and butter, half a bagel and butter, Jamaican cuisine, the finest Jamaican cuisine in a Carabana chicken, finished off with a grenade Oreo bar. By the way, no one died. It's Abby's birthday this week, so, you know, me putting my simp hat on for the week, you know, needs must. It's either, depending on where your birthday in January lies, it's either the worst thing in the world or the best thing in the world. Because if it's early January, well then your Christmas presents and your birthday presents kind of just like mold into one. But if it's at the end of January, like Abby's, there's enough of a gap in between where if you don't segregate the Christmas presents from the birthday presents, there's probably going to be an issue.
Meal number 2 is regrettably going to be a meal deal from Tesco. I had to go in and buy a set of jocks, not because I've shat myself and hence run out of jocks. Because I've got so much clothes at home, and because of Roxanne calling to the house, Roxanne being our cleaner, we're not really in the habit of washing clothes that much, and so I learned as I was packing my bag, because we're on our way to Galway, that I ran out of jocks. Quite simply. So I had to stop off at Tesco's and go through the humbling process of picking up a sole pack of 3-pack of jocks, going to the self-checkout and checking them out. Because there's only one thing that people are thinking when you're checking out 1 pack of jocks, and that's that fella's shit himself. My meal deal is a chicken tikka wrap, 555 calories in the thing. Probably enough grams of protein. Abby's more in tune with meal deals because she lives in the UK and it's kind of more of a popular thing. But I was about to check out with just a can of Monster and just a chicken tikka wrap, and she goes, well, you can't do that, because if you do that then it's not going to be a meal deal. You have to get something extra for it to be a meal deal and for hence it to be cheaper, because apparently if you take the items on their own that it's going to work out a little bit dearer.
Meal deal rookie. You always have to get 3 things. That's the whole point of meal deals. Is you're getting 3 things that would normally be fairly expensive and you're getting them at a good deal. It's like a sandwich alone would normally be £3.50, and you're getting that for a whole meal deal, a whole drink, a whole snack, and the sandwich for an extra €1.
But sure, that doesn't make any sense.
It's because you're still spending more money, and because of the profit, they're still actually making more money.
No, I'd be spending more money if I bought less.
Yeah, but it's the profit margins. As in, like...
Anyway, so to complete the meal deal, I got a packet. No, actually, I fucking didn't, because a Monster isn't even in the meal deal, so it would have just been a $3.50 wrap. So what I had to pick up was something that I didn't even want, was a can of Pepsi Max. I picked up a snack of apples, making this more of a habit. Last time I was in Tesco, I picked up a packet of chopped apples as well.
Bond's in his healthy era.
His healthy era.
In case anyone's wondering, these are actually regular size seats. Abby's just tiny. I literally just did that to pretend like we were checking in for the first time, and I forgot to realise that Abby was just sitting at the table over there. Hotel reviews are one of the things that I've tried to do in the past, but I actually just hate doing, because you're essentially giving a running commentary on something that's in most people's houses, and probably everyone's been to a hotel at one stage and knows that there's a fucking toilet, a shower, and a bath. So, not going to happen on this occasion. It's Abby's birthday, so we're up in the G Hotel in Galway for the night.
It's my birthday today.
Okay, it's not her birthday today, but it's going to be her birthday in a few days' time.
So I'm just, prepared in case there was a calamitous event where I forgot to commemorate her birthday on Monday. At least I can always bring it back to the Friday in which we came up to Galway, and I did a nice thing when she checked in.
Gently pull it away and remove the wrapper from the cage. Turn that lever 6 half turns. Yep, it's 6 every single time. This is science.
Come on, then.
Science.
Time to enjoy
I can't find the tab. I can't open it. Speed through this.
Turn that lever.
I can't find the tab.
Yep, it's
Help.
every single.
Oh, yeah.
Women. Okay, can you do the rest?
Yeah.
'Cause I can't.
Sean, I don't know if I'm a good person to be doing this.
Try it. What's the worst that can happen? Well done!
Yay!
This is perfect. Abby's currently looking up visas for myself and herself to go to Australia. Is he going on holidays? Is he looking to move? I guess you're just going to have to keep tuning in to find out. But aside from that, thank you as always for tuning in. I cannot wait to see you all in the next one. Abby?
Bye!